morning guys. So we have reached the gate for the Vijay Vittala temple, and it's around 1.5 kilometers from this point to the temple. Now early in the mornings there's no other way but you have to walk. It's a scenic walk, and on the way there are things like Pushkarani and a few mantapas. But I think after 9 o'clock there's an option of taking the buggy. It's a paid buggy. One thing which I would like to inform you now, that it's wise to do your ticketing, which is the e-ticketing now, especially after the pandemic, because inside once you reach the temple there are no networks available, mobile networks, and authorities are insistent that you have to do e-ticketing. There is no way you could pay in cash and get inside, and they will not be cooperative with you, so it will be wise that you do your ticketing from your hotel or your resort or your homestay, wherever you're staying, and then enjoy the temple. Temple city of Karnataka, frozen in the past. It was the capital of Vijayanagara Empire. Many years ago, there were traders from all over Europe who used to come here. It was the second largest city in the east after Beijing. After successive attacks by Deccan Sultanates, what has been left behind is the ghost of the city with its lost charm and beauty. We are at the Vijay Vittala temple in Hampi. So if you Google Hampi, I think probably the first few pictures you will see is of the stone chariot. So the stone chariot is in the Vijay Vittala temple. As you enter, you can see the marvelous structure which was mostly inspired from the Konark temple. So we are inside this temple, and I was just appreciating the pillars. You can see like how intricate the work is, and it is not now that it has been created, it's been years ago. This was where the king's balance was. So whenever the king had to gift anyone anything, he would weigh himself and then he would give the equal amount of gold. We are at the Purandara Mandapa now, and it's really refreshing and peaceful, especially in the mornings, because all you can hear is the gushing sound of the waters of the river Tungabhadra, and on the background you can see these surreal boulders, and they make up for a really good landscape. The Vijay Vittala temple, we are going to walk to the Virupaksha temple, which is around 2.5 kilometers from here. So we just reached the Narasimha temple on this walk from the Vijay Vittala temple to the Virupaksha temple, and I just realized the stone chariot at the Vijay Vittala temple is just not Hampi. There's so much more, and this walk is a must. It's so scenic, and there's absolutely no one. It's just two of us, and it's early in the morning, and you can't imagine breathtaking this entire view is. On one side we have we can see the Virupaksha temple, on the other side we see the Anjanaya hill, and it's just so scenic, it's unreal. So we have reached the Achyutaraya temple complex, and behind me is the Achyutaraya temple. On either side we have the bazaar, where it was well known in the yesteryears for trade, and there's a very beautiful Pushkarni just besides the bazaar. So while walking on the trek, we have come across the riverside, and it's indeed really serene. There's this soft sound of the river flowing by, the birds chirping, and you can see a few people going on the coracle ride. So walking along the banks of the river, in no time we get the first view of the Virupaksha temple, and it's the only functioning temple of the ancient times. Island which makes Hampi so famous, and I came here a year ago and it's totally different. Most of the cafes at the Hippie Island are closed, like the Namaste Cafe and the Laughing Buddha Cafe, and so we decided to come on the other side, which is the central Hampi. And the few cafes which are there even now, the ambience is totally gone. There is absolutely no one, and even most of the things from the menu is not available. So this is your first time here, so what do you think about this place?
Yeah, actually, I had a lot of expectations from Hampi. I thought we are having a great time, but then obviously a restaurant is also made by the vibes and the crowd that you get. So the music is not there, the people are not there, the Firangis are not there. So yeah, you get the same stuff, but it's not the same stuff anymore.
So we'll see what we can do here. Anyways, after this we are going for a trek to Anjanadri Hill. So we are starting the trek to Anjanaya temple. It's around 600 kilometers, and I think it's time to burn all the sandwiches. So let's go. Of the Anjanadri hill, and it was really fascinating to see how the path was carved out of stone. And at the top of the hill we can see the Hanuman temple, which is believed to be the birthplace of Hanuman. And if you see the scenery around, the landscape, it's really mesmerizing. You can see paddy fields, and there's banana plantations, there's the river flowing on that side, and surrounding this whole landscape is the boulders, which just look like a part of a whole jigsaw puzzle.